Alright, well, I bought me something. I bought me another seeder. I haven't had one in a while, but I haven't had a tractor in a while. I bought a Landpride. It's an APS 1572. I checked to see what timing it was. This is your high speed with the little gears. If it is set up like this, that is low speed with the big, if it's running the big gear. So what I gotta do here is the guy replaced the chains. So it'll tell you in your manual, if you are on high range, which I need to be, you have 64 links plus the offset link, so you'll have 65 chain pitches, which a pitch is this little bar. I don't remember what this was. I need to take 8 links out of this one, I think, and put it in this one. The factory chains, how they come is they've got 8 links separated, and you can pin it apart and then pin this one back together and vice versa. You can take this apart and whatnot. So let me think. I need to take 8 links out of this, and I need to put 8 links into this. It's a number 40 chain. You can always tell if you look at your little, if you look at the links, it'll say it on the side, on one side or another, but it also says this is number 40 chain. So I need a total of 101 pins in this one, and then I need a total of 165 pins in this one. So I bought some itty bitty cotter pins. Those are 16th by half, little bitty. I went ahead and got some connecting links, which some people will call them a master link or whatever, but that's a main link. And then I got an offset link, which is this one here. I got 4 offsets, and because they come in a pack of 4, and I got a thing of chain just in case I mess something up. All right, let's see. Pulled the clip off the master link. Here's your master link off. I need to make this. This needs to be a total of 65 pitches. I've got 1 master link left. Actually, I've got 2 master links left. There's a new master link. I have all my offsets left because I just reused my offsets. And there's my 2 cut-off links. So let's time this thing. What do you think? Let's get chains down here. And we'll chain lube it. Got me a new little camera mount thing. Yeah, I need you over here. I don't know, where am I gonna put you guys? How about right there for now? You like it? Okay. You need a piece of paper because I don't remember how everything goes. I've done this twice, ever, and it's been a minute. So we need a long chain first, correct? Correct. It goes here and here. That was off of memory, and that's all the memory I've got. Goes inside. This is your tensioner, obviously. You can see that. Does it go? Nope. It goes on the outside of this one. And then it goes to the inside of that one. And it goes on the big gear. And then it comes up. Oh, not on that one. It's got to go on that one. And then it goes inside here. Let me check. Outside, outside, around. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so then this gear go here. This gear will go right there. Pull the tensioner back. This is super fun because the chain does not want to roll anywhere and do anything that you want it to do. And of course, you're doing it by yourself. Nobody to give you a hand. It's gonna drive you crazy. Yeah, there ain't no detent. All right, I'm gonna grind the little ball off. Apparently that is just from machining. Okay, let me... I don't want to do that. Let's get the welder. Oh, hit you with my helmet. See, that's how in the way you guys are. Okay. We'll have to do that like, I don't know, 35 more times. All right, guys. That's replacing a couple spikes on a Landpride APS 1572, but it is the same on any of their seaters with the spikes. Same spike on all of them and everything else. I ended up taking this off. I had to re-gear it. I had to put it on the high side, which I always run these seaters on the high side. This is your tensioner to keep chain tension. This is your drive chain. So what they do is they have a drive chain this long and a main chain up here this long. Well, then they have an extra set of links that you put either in this chain or this chain, depending on which chain's riding on this gear. So if this chain's riding on this gear, you put an extra 8 links in this chain. And then if you're on the low side, which this chain would be riding on this gear, then you would put the extra 8 links in this chain and you just switch it out. Well, the guy ended up putting new chain on it. Well, he didn't set it up that way, so I had to cut 8 links out of this chain and then master link it back together, and then put the 8 links in here and then master link it like the factory one already is. So no harm, no foul. It'll work good. I think hopefully that's not tensioned too tight. The book shows that the chain on the bottom side of that, but I don't remember it that way, and it won't tension. So if I remember right, I think when you're on the high side, you're tensioned like that. We'll find out if it comes apart. I've got some extra idlers, some of those little nylon sprockets, but let me show you why I run on the high side. So I usually run off of this chart here, fine fescue blade. I like to do pounds per thousand. I don't care about what I'm doing in acre because I can do math. I want to know what I'm doing pounds per thousand because that's how I bill out. So normal overseeding, I like to hit about 4.5, 5 pounds per thousand. So I'll be like 35 or 40 on my setting, which is right here. Normally I run, most of them will run about 38 for me if I'm just doing an overseed. Depending on who it's for, if I need to run more, I can. But a normal overseed, I'm doing like 4.5 or 5 pounds per thousand. So if you're on the low side, see how that says low and high, pounds per thousand. So if you're on the low side, the most you can do, if this is turned all the way up, is 4 pounds a thousand. That's not enough. That's enough for overseeding-ish. I like to run on the high side, and that's how these are normally set up, is on the high side. He had it on the low side, and I'm not quite sure why. He might not have known, but I bought this used from a guy. So this way I can run my overseed, or I can run a little heavier overseed, or I can come over here to 10 pounds per thousand, up to 12 pounds per thousand, which is where I do my primary seeding. And this seeder works incredibly well for primary seeding as well, because it has the cultipacker on it. Anyways, that's getting your seeder ready for seed season. If you've got some broken spikes like I did, because I bought it from a guy and he hit a lot of rock. So I've got a lot of spikes to replace. And you may or may not know that you need to check your timing and make sure you're on the high side or low side, whichever side works for you. The high side works for me, and I showed you why. The box in here is really clean. The only thing I noticed, he doesn't have the extra paddles. There's little paddles you can put in here and bolt in. I'm probably going to order the paddle kit for it real quick. It just helps agitate that seed a little bit. It works fine like that. Gravity's down. I had them in the last 2 that I've had, and it seemed to work a little better. Anyways, but look forward to this being on the back of the tractor. I do have a couple jobs. I always have a couple jobs every year. I usually rent these. I decided this year I was going to buy one because a lot of times I go to rent them and then somebody doesn't bring it back on time, and then I'm waiting and I'm waiting. It's messing up my schedule, and that's just not something I'm going to deal with this year. So we've got our own again. It's going to go up there on the shelf. After we're done, I'm going to build a pallet for it. Kind of like I need to build a different pallet. Actually, I need to build something for the spreader to sit on so I can put it on the back of the truck, bolt it down, fork it out, put it right up there. But cedar's going to go up on the pallet racking, so it won't be in the way. It won't be outside. And we may make it fit a skid loader. So at least it matches the skid loader. That paint kind of clashes, but I like my baby, so I don't care if it clashes. Anyways, there's our cedar. So please like and subscribe. hit that notification button, and I hope this helped a little bit. I looked to see, because I was kind of like, well, you know, what's this little detent on the bottom of that spike for? Is the drum, surely the drum's not drilled. It's not. Now you know. Just grind them down. Don't grind them all the way. Grind it to where you can just barely see the outside of that weld, so you can center it, weld it on, and you'll be off to the races. Have a good one, guys. See ya.